Hi, welcome to Kingdom Creations. In this video, we're going to talk about Merch by Amazon tools and resources for beginners, intermediate, and advanced sellers. Now, Merch by Amazon is a print-on-demand company basically by Amazon that I have several videos on, and you'll want to go into my actual profile and search the other videos I have, because I have a few videos now on Merch by Amazon. So if you are completely new to Merch by Amazon, you want to check out some of the other videos I have so that you can know a little bit about its history and how to get accepted into the program. But anyway, this video will have some tools that you may have used before or never heard of, or just maybe just refresh your memory on utilizing them to add to your daily usage while you are uploading t-shirts to Merch by Amazon. Okay, so first, right here, the Trademarkia website is probably the first one you need to learn. This website, along with the USPTO website, these two websites are where you're going to search for the keyword or niches that you're looking into getting to. Not necessarily niches, but keywords. Amazon will ban you very quickly if you use keywords that are copyrighted. Nike, Michael Jordan. These words are copyrighted, and you can't put shirts up with Michael Jordan on it. You can't put t-shirts with Michael Jordan, the word in it. You can't have keywords with it in there, because those are paid for to be copyrighted by these businesses and companies. Therefore, you'll be infringing on their copyright, and Amazon will kick you off. This is the number one reason why people are kicking off of Merch by Amazon right now, because of keyword infringement. Also, for design infringement, you can't just find a design that just is selling well and just copy it exactly and then put it on Amazon. That's stealing as well. So the first thing you'll want to do is look at Amazon's terms of service, which I have a link coming up later that I'll show you. And then you can then understand their rules so you don't get your account banned. Always check everything before you put in there, even if you think it's really, really simple. Nowadays, people are copywriting more and more words because Merch by Amazon is getting saturated. So are a lot of the print on demand. And so therefore people are learning, hey, I'm going to copyright this word. That way I can kind of corner this market and take care of this. So again, Trademarkia, and I'll have all of the URLs to be shown in the links at the top. Again, USPTO is the same way. You put in the word right here. It'll show you if it's a live or a dead copyright, and it'll even show you what's similar to it. You know, sometimes you'll just think of a phrase, but there are some other ones that people just kind of added a to and a the and an and a thing, you know, certain little characters to kind of go away from it, and then those may be trademarked too. So definitely check those out. Next is Adobe. If you are creating your own designs, this is the best of all, Adobe Photoshop. I know you probably heard of Photoshop. It's one of the more expensive ones to use, also one of the more complicated ones to learn how to use. People who have Adobe, they've probably worked on it for years and years to learn how to do it well. There are a lot of videos and tutorials that help you with that, but that is what the best designs are being made with right now. So you can get Adobe for maybe $10 a month or $40 for Adobe and Illustrator to buy the software outright. That's where it'll be more expensive, but this again is one of the paid professional applications that people are using. Next is GIMP. GIMP is a free Photoshop alternative. It's got a good supportive community and plenty of free online resources to help you get started. A lot of people have started off with GIMP, and then once their options are limited, then they kind of go over to Photoshop. So GIMP is a free way to make your designs, Photoshop being paid, but of course, with it being free, there are not going to be as many options that you have with Photoshop. So you need to look and see what you're looking for, see which one works for you. Some people use GIMP completely and make lots of money. So don't be just put away because something is free. It's a very popular site that people are using. Next, Inkscape. And Inkscape is Illustrator to what GIMP is to Photoshop. It's a vector program. It's completely free, open source. Both GIMP and Inkscape are available for all your operating systems, whether you're a Mac or if you're using just desktop of any kind. So you'll want to just compare these, go to these websites, see how they function, do a little bit of research, watch some YouTube videos on how easy it is to learn. You know, they'll all have a learning curve, and it just depends on what is your particular style. GIMP or Inkscape could be something that you just use and you just like it right away and just take off with it. Okay. Next, we have Affinity, and this is a pretty new vector program, Affinity Designer, and both for Windows and Mac. One-time buy for $49, and this is one that you might want to try. I'm not sure if this one has a trial period or not. If it maybe has a 30-day trial period or something before you actually have to buy it, but this is just another option to add to see if this is something that might work with you. As you're making these designs, you want something that's going to be pretty simple to work. You know, you find some inspiration, or you find something that you want to recreate. You like something, you say, hey, I can make one better. You want to be able to go into these applications and pretty quickly design something. You don't, 10 or 15 minutes. I don't know what the average is, but you don't want to spend 2 and 3 hours per day on designs, because once you get to where you're tiered up into the thousands, I mean, 10, 15 minutes or something is probably what you want to spend on a design, because you've got a lot of slots. You have 20, 30, 40, 50 slots per day. And if you want to, keep tiering up, you're going to have to pump out a lot of designs. So, check out all of these, see which one works best for you, and read, or watch YouTube videos or read blogs on them and see what you find the best for you. Next is the Overapp. This is an iPhone, iPad app, and some people are using instead of Photoshop. And to have an app where you can make designs is so great. I mean, your iPad as well, where, you see something, and then if it's really simple for you to use, you just jump right on your iPad or on your phone, you're making designs. And I know the size requirements for merch are 4,500 by 5,500. So if you have like a simple text-based design, something that's a popular keyword that you can put on, your phone, and then you can manipulate the different fonts and stuff and find a good design, and then you pop it right onto merch from your phone. And then, you make a title, and, you have keywords and write a description. You may have a template of certain niches. Let's just say you have sports, and then you have all your sports shirts in one brand name. So you have your brand name on your template, and then you just make your title that fits, all the keywords into it. Then you have your your bullet points, and you may have some bullet points that are on your template that are mainly filled out to where you can fill it in, but then as you add a new shirt, you add those keywords that are particular to that shirt. And then from there, you are now, have a quick template to where you're adding shirts to your store pretty quickly from a mobile app, which I think is a very good design, a good idea. That template is very important too, especially when you're loading lots of shirts a day. You don't want to spend a lot of time on keywords and sentences. You want to have a description that's kind of generic. That's, it says men, women, children's, and things like that on it. And that's something that you just copy and paste in your description. You copy and paste a few things into your bullets. You copy and paste your brand name into your certain categories. And you kind of have some words at the end of going sentences, funny t-shirts, or something like that you populate into there. You want this to be efficient and something that's making you money without a lot of heavy hard work. At the beginning, you might have it that way until you establish and get your business set up, but you want to get to where you're actually moving pretty fast with this. Next is Font Squirrel. This is just a go-to. This is my go-to for free commercial use fonts. And, fonts can actually get in trouble too, because, you got to be careful if you're copying the exact same font whenever you are, find the design or something that you like or a saying. You don't want to have the same exact font, so having a website where you can go to and get different fonts is great. That way, you find certain fonts that people like. You may make 10 shirts with the same, with 10 shirts with the same saying with different fonts, but then all of a sudden people are only buying one of those or two. Well, that font people like. Well, then, well, I don't need to add these other 8 anymore. Let me just stick with what works. Let me add these 2 fonts and just make a bunch of designs and scale up that way. Okay, next. Word Market. This is a great way to scan fonts that might be appropriate for your design. So I haven't used this, but from what I'm understanding, you will preview, well, it says preview the fonts on your computer. So check this out. Put a keyword or phrase in there. Let's just try to put in cats. Not sure how this works. I just got this on a recommendation. Okay, so it just puts in here what they kind of figure people like that might be popular. So seems like it's a free account, and I don't see how that could be a problem. That'll kind of help you right there, give you some inspiration. So next. You have the next few are just some plugins, free plugins. You definitely want to have these free plugins. This is a Amazon Quick View, and now this is when you go to Amazon and you just put in cat t-shirts. This will show you the ranking of each shirt underneath it on that main page. So you are able to see what the rank is right away without having to go into every single listing and then go scrolling down to see what their rank is. Very, very good to just know what's popular. If you just put cat shirts, normally the first ones to the top are going to be the most selling. But as you go down, all kinds of things vary in their ranking, the reviews and things like that. So you'll want to see ranking, because you don't want to get into get a shirt and make a better version of it and it's not even selling well. So you can quickly see your rank. That way you can go through and pick good winners. Next, this is Merch Analyze. This has a drop down. When you go onto Amazon and you put in cat shirts, highlight cat shirts, and then put a right click on your mouse, it will give you a drop down, and then it'll go right to this USTPO website automatically with that word. So it highlights the word like this, and then this drop down will come, and then as you can see right here, USTPO. So you're quickly finding these keywords that you're utilizing, and then checking them to see if they are being, if you are copywriting infringement on them. So that's a very good website or a good plugin to use. Merch by Amazon Analytics. This, when you are in merch, as you can see from this picture, it will show you your earnings in a larger display. Instead of it just showing you by the day, it'll go by the month. It even takes out the taxes that Merch by Amazon actually takes out. So it's just a free extension that gives you a better dashboard on your Amazon account. Hey, just help you to kind of get a clear idea of what's going on with your income. Next, we have Unicorn Smasher. Now, this is something else that works with research, and this, BSR, your best-selling rank. What you can put in this plugin and then plug in shirts, and it's sort of similar whenever you go on the Amazon website where you look at the different websites or the different products and see their ranking. This will just show it to you on a quick little drop down. Next, we have merch words. You put in your keywords right here, and it'll give you a lot of keywords. It just spits out a lot of keywords for you along with your word. And this is the merch hunter, merch by the merch hunter module on this will show you how to do keyword research and how to do a lot of great analysis on it. Merch Informer, I'm sorry. And then last here is the actual Amazon page where if there's infringement, you can contact them if somebody's infringing on you. So I hope you like this video. I have a lot more videos on Merch by Amazon, like I said. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. and add this to your playlist. Have a nice day.